Hello and welcome to Dream 11 IPL match between Royal Challengers Bengaluru and Delhi Capitals. What a game it turned out to be for Delhi Capitals competing for the number one spot in the points table. This team completely outsmarted Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Right from the toss, nothing didn't go well for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Virat Kohli opted to bowl first considering what happened on the yesterday's match between Chennai Super Kings and Kings 11 Punjab. CSK just chased down an extraordinary total of 179. But what RCB conceded here was 196. That makes a huge difference. The psychological difference between 170 and 190 on a bit tougher track to bat on. Isuru Udana is struggling a bit with the new ball. When it comes to bowling the middle overs and death overs, his variation helps him a lot more than what he is with the new ball. His variations, the slower ones, the cutters, the back of the hand slower ones, that are really ideal for the middle overs and the death overs. But when it comes to power play, when the quicker bowlers are getting the most of the wicket, he is bit not up to the mark when it comes to the new ball because he gave up 14 runs of the first over with a slip in place. He didn't even bowl a single delivery to get the outside edge of the right-hander batsman Prithvi Shaw. That turned out to be a big thing. He became the target. Navdeep Saini. Now he's been the Chahal freely for runs. They scored 63 runs of the power play, but there was a hero for the RCB in the power play, Washington Sundar. When every other three bowlers were going for runs, this guy gave just 17 runs for his 3 overs. What a man he is turning out to be. On his birthday, this guy's maturity level is going higher and higher. He is keeping it really simple. Ball the tighter length, stump to stump, hit the off stump really hard. He got a bit of a turn which surprised Prithvi Shaw as well. I expected him to bowl too good of a spell to Shikhar Dhawan, but this meant also trouble Prithvi Shaw over there. That was a huge asset to the bowling department in the power play is Washington Sundar. Shikhar Dhawan tried to score runs freely off him, trying to take the guard, exposing the three stump, but this man adjusted beautifully. He started bowling on the middle stump, didn't offer nothing to Shikhar Dhawan, ended a spell at 20 for no wickets. Wicket of Prithvi Shaw fell against Mohammad Siraj, a sharp bouncer, just he didn't anticipate. But Shikhar Dhawan playing with Prithvi Shaw, it's a different story. He is taking the game away from the opposition. There isn't a pressure on Dhawan. But when Prithvi Shaw gets out, this guy is not scoring. His scoring rate is bit low is on the low side. After the wicket of Prithvi Shaw, Shikhar Dhawan's strike rate seems to be on the lower side. Scoring a runner ball at strike rate around 110 is really turning out to be a bit of a worrying sign for Delhi Capitals. Shreyas Iyer was out early as well. It looked like the game was going to be on the favor of Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Something really weird happened. We saw another beamer from Navdeep Saini that hit Stoinis really hard on his glove. He had a bit of an issue. It looked like maybe he has injured himself, but it wasn't a hard blow. He just was luckily able to survive it. But once he started to strike back Navdeep Saini, he was really aggressive. He wanted to prove something. He started to hit the ball really well. One foul shot was there. Yuzvendra Chahal dropped his catch, but apart from that, his timing, staying deep in the crease was magnificent. A total which could have been around 170 was converted into 196 by a brilliant 50 of Stoinis at scoring at a strike rate of over 200 just made the game Delhi Capitals. Chasing a huge total on the board is always a pressure that makes a psychological thought process is going to be different. Aaron Finch and Devdutt Padikkal opened the innings. Aaron Finch really had a great survival in the early part of his innings. Kagiso Rabada dropped an easy catch. He was dropped by Shikhar Dhawan. Maybe that didn't carry, and Ashwin gave him a warning instead of Mankading. What a turn of things for Aaron Finch. 3 occasion where he could have been dismissed and finally lost his wicket to Akshar Patel. Also, Ashwin was introduced on the power plate for Devdutt Padikkal and Finch. He got out Devdutt Padikkal and Finch gone to Akshar Patel, two spinners dominating in power play. Such another kind of a smart execution from the captain. Delhi skipper is doing it rings really right. He hold a Rabada for later that worked too well for them as well. In the later part of the innings, he came back, took wicket of Virat Kohli, gone through the middle order of the Royal Challengers Bangalore, picked up 4 wickets, and every other bowler sharing the wickets each. Two for Anodje, two for Akshar Patel, and one for Ashwin. Here, the worrying sign is RCB has the batsmen who can hit, but they aren't establishing themselves. Middle order not firing is a worrying sign for Royal Challengers Bangalore. They need to make something out in the middle order. They have been overlent on the top 4. This is not going to work in deeper. This is not going to work on the later part of the tournament. They need someone in the middle order to step up and score runs freely. Winning games but losing a game with a bigger margin is not going to put RCB nowhere close to the playoffs. This is a weak sign. They need to make sure the losing causes. They need to get close to the target and make sure the run rate doesn't drops to a greater extent.